Hey, what's up, Financial Futures family? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the Federal Reserve's recent move towards easy money. You can call it the Fed pivot, quantitative easing, or whatever term you prefer. Essentially, we're talking about lower interest rates and more money printing. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the latest financial insights. Now, yesterday, we discussed the latest inflation report where headline inflation took a jump. After reading through your insightful comments, I realized there are some burning questions that need addressing. So, let's jump right into it. First things first, let's be crystal clear. Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve, did not explicitly announce a series of interest rate cuts for 2024. Instead, the expectation is based on the Federal Reserve's projections, which you can find on their website. If you head over to the December 13 meeting's projection materials, you'll see a clear path indicating a potential 3 interest rate cuts in 2024. Zooming into the details, for this year, the projection is a Fed funds interest rate of 4.6%, compared to the current 5.4%. This implies 3 interest rate cuts would be necessary to align with the projected rate. The key takeaway here is that the Fed's decisions are derived from their projections and not explicit statements from Powell himself. Looking ahead to 2025 and 2026, the Federal Reserve envisions a continued trend of cutting interest rates. This has significant implications, not just for real estate markets, but for interest rates across the board. So, if you're eyeing a 3% interest rate on a mortgage, it might not happen this year, but there's potential in the future, perhaps around 2025 or 2026. Now, let's address a fantastic question from one of our viewers. Where does the money come from, and where does it go? When the Federal Reserve adds money to the economy, it's essentially a two-part process: lower interest rates and money printing. Money is created digitally, not literally printed on physical bills. This digital money is then lent to governments and institutions by purchasing debts, primarily bonds. But here's the kicker: when the Federal Reserve wants to take money out of the system, quantitative tightening, they sell these securities. To visualize, think of printing trillions, loaning it out, collecting it back, and then hitting the delete button. This process removes money from the system, leading to falling prices and true price discovery. For those interested in seeing this in action, head over to the New York Fed website's SOMA page. You can observe the weekly amounts they're removing from the system. The past week, for example, saw a removal of $1.6 billion. It's a fascinating dive into the mechanics of quantitative tightening. Now, as the Federal Reserve signals a shift back to easy money, quantitative tightening will be gradually reduced. This transition involves less money removal until it eventually ceases. The Federal Reserve then initiates quantitative easing, essentially injecting money into the system, potentially throwing gasoline onto the inflationary fire. Wrapping it up, the financial landscape is undoubtedly at the mercy of central bankers. While we can make informed decisions, the ultimate trajectory is determined by their policies. As we witness the shift to an easier monetary policy, keep an eye on the evolving economic landscape. I hope this breakdown clarifies the intricacies of the Federal Reserve's recent moves. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Your support means the world, and I wish you all a fantastic day. Take care.